Welcome back to this part 2 of this particular video that I'm going to talk about the second key factors when consider analyzing the entry price. What is the second factor? Just now I mentioned to you here is actually called the exit strategy. I mean, it's so important to understand how to enter, which I actually explained to you just now, the first mover advantage. This development, I personally think that the most important you need to know here is the exit strategy. How do we determine this? With the upcoming another 2 more launches, you need to make a comparison, you need to make a decision. I actually streamline for you to understand the differences so that you can make a better decision when it comes to making your choice. As for Tembusu Grand versus Grand Diamond, the only decision that you can make here is what? The location, both are different. It's dependent on whether you want to own something that is at Tanjong Katong Road or Dunman Road. But second factor that you need to look at is actually the land price. Obviously, the land price for Tembusu Grand is definitely lower as compared to Grand Diamond. Of course, if you ask me, will the developer price it very close? I would think so. They will definitely do so. So that's why the decision comes to you now that you need to make decision, which is first, address. Which address do you prefer? Something that's important for you. Of course, just like I mentioned to you, the prices of the land cost is about similar, or maybe they may be priced higher. I wouldn't know about this. The third thing that you need to take note is very important, which leads to the first video I talk about the first mover advantage, which we know that Tembusu location, there is another 3 more plot. That gives you an added advantage if you understand my first part of the video here, which I think is a positive news if you were to choose Tembusu Grand. Next, freehold 99 years. How do we make decision? As we all know very well that in order to make decision, the next thing that we need to look at is the price, which is your affordability. That is the main key thing that you need to make a decision based on this, affordability. So of course, we all know that eventually freehold, you need to pay a premium easily 20%. You need to. So people who want a freehold will still eventually buy a freehold. But the most important key concern to me now is your affordability. You want to own a good location, good address. The next thing that you need to know here is my affordability. So if you look at these 2 developments, as we all know very well that this freehold, the land cost is 1488 versus this 99 is 1302 per square foot. Differences here. So naturally, if you ask me, definitely condominium have to sell higher, which is a norm as compared. So I actually did a calculation for you to see, based on your affordability, are you able to exit? For Tembusu Grand, you bought something at the land cost of 1302 versus 1488. The sales price, that means you buy from the developer, Tembusu 2004, sales price for Tottenham will be 2007. Let's assume that both parties make $300 per square foot. You will still make the same amount of profit. But the only advantage that you can get from Tembusu Grand is what? Your affordability. So one of the key things here is that you also need to know one thing. If both of you make the same amount of profit, the only advantage that you can see here is your capital outlay is lower, which means that your affordability is there. Your location or address is something that you want to, that gives you the purpose that you are buying Tembusu Grand. Of course, the most important, does it mean that 99 doesn't make money? No, the truth of the matter fact is Seaside Residences 99, 203 transactions, many of them are making very good profit as well. Look at another development, The Shore, which is at Amble. Same thing, 99. Actually, this is 103 years. They are also making a very good profit, which is close to 300,000-400,000, and 200 of units are being transacted with profit as well. So you can see that at the end of the day, 99 of freehold, it still can exit. The most important factor is your affordability, location that you wanted to, especially the address that you want to stay in. That is the key factor for you. Not to worry about profit, you will still get eventually. So to me, to sum up this particular Tembusu Grand, I would say that you have a very good chance of exiting because first mover advantage. Second, with the 3 more new plots of land will be priced at a higher price in terms of land cost, that gives you an added advantage without your competitors competing with you. That is the key, which means that your exit will be easily achieved next time when you want to sell. This is my summary for this development. You should seriously think about it and think what can actually help you to make a better decision here.